what's going on, everybody? Welcome to
The Cancer Rules Tierlist.
We are here today. It is simply myself as well as our resident Yordle main. We got Mage in the call now. So, I have with me a tier list. We already have them pre-sorted. Here are all the people we didn't play, starting here, ending there. So we're going to go ahead and rate all 122 of these champions on this tier list. Tier list goes as follows. Why aren't you playing this? Solid, coin flip, keep this one in norms, and I am in pain. Pretty self-explanatory tier list. So without further ado, I have a stopwatch here. There's 122 champs, so we're going to give about 30 seconds for each champ that rounds it out to roughly a little over an hour. So, with that being said, let's get started. You ready, Bucko?
I'm ready.
Alright, ready? Go. Alright, Aatrox. He was a first try jungle. It wasn't incredible though, if I remember correctly. The thing is that it scaled kind of into the late game, but also wasn't that good. I don't know if you remember that one.
No, that was a little while ago, but I would say it would probably be somewhere around coin flip.
Probably a coin flip? Alright,
coin flip to solid.
I agree with coin flip. I think that's good. Alright, that's 25 seconds. Alright, onward to Ahri. Okay. Ahri was a 2-try, had pretty good CC for ganks, especially when you got your R. However, I do think her early clear wasn't that good. However, they did change her so that her heal actually is pretty viable for the jungle camp clears, as well as you get the extra mana regen in the jungle. So her clear is actually pretty good. I think this one might be a solid.
I would agree.
I think I'd play that over an Aatrox jungle.
Yep.
Okay, alright, solid. Alright, onward. Akali, she was also a first try, however, her camp clear was complete garbage. With that being said, also, you do get the extra, you always are going to have blue buffs, so you get that energy regen, so it's kind of nice. I don't think that one was especially bad. What do you think? I don't think it deserves.
I'd probably put it in norms.
Keep it in norms. Okay, I'm in agreement with that. All right, one of my favorite ones, Akshan. It took 2 tries, and we did that right when he was released originally. I am gonna say solid, especially because they still to this day have not patched the bugs for his E to clear jungle camps, because you can hit a wall and you like infinitely spin, and it super clears the buff. With that being said, I think for now, until they fix that, I'd put him in solid. Otherwise, maybe coin flip.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Okay. All right, we'll say he's solid.
Do solid.
If they fix that, he's going to move down to coin flip. All right. Alistair jungle. It was a first try. Great CC for ganks, especially with Hex Flash and the new Glacial.
Yeah.
However, the clear is a bit slow until you get Bomby Cinder, and you can be invaded, but you don't really worry too much about invades because you have a bunch of CC.
Yeah, I would put him in solid.
You'd say solid? I was gonna say coin flip. I could see arguments for either. We'll go with solid. Okay.
Okay.
We're saying
just with all the CC.
Anivia was a 2-try. Okay. Clear at 6 was fantastic. Always get blue buff, so you have the mana regen. However, very susceptible to invades unless you have an ally rotate when you become Agnivia. Also, praise be Agnivia.
Praise be Agnivia.
I'm gonna say, would you say coin flip?
Coin flip? Coin flip.
I say coin flip. That's fine. Alright, we got Annie. It was a first try. Good CC on gank, especially if you have Hex Flash Tibbers stun.
Quite nice.
It's pretty good. However, the camp clear is pretty garbage, even with the W. I think if they increase the damage to jungle camps on her E, though, like reflected damage, maybe it'd be solid. So with that being said, probably coin flip?
Coin flip.
Or would you say keep it in norms?
Coin flip. The flash Tibbers is always a solid move.
Alright, that's enough time. Good. Where do we got? Aphelios. 3 tries. ADC. Is it I'm in
Keep it in norms. Easy.
Keep it in norms? Keep it in norms? Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, keep it in norms. I don't think there's too much to be said there. It's an ADC in the jungle that's already very sad. Ashe was also a 3-try.
The CC is nice, but...
The CC is nice. The kiting for the camps is actually really, really good on Ashe.
Yeah.
and the increased damage, and you have AoE with your W. You can also scout out the enemy jungler with your E. So that's really helpful.
Yeah, that's actually really nice.
I would say, with that being said, even though it was 3 price, I'd say it's maybe coin flip, right?
Yeah, I would say coin flip.
I wouldn't say it's on the same tier as Akshan.
No.
Sure. So we'll put it right.
Just because of
right
that
below.
disgusting bug.
Yeah, just because of the bug. All right, I would say it's going to be one step below Akshan, wherever Akshan ends up being. Okay.
Yeah.
Aurelion Sol. He was a first try. Amazing gank with QE.
Yeah.
Camp clear is a bit wonky with the stars.
Yeah.
Especially when you're trying to hit W.
Yeah.
I would say, man, I almost wish there was
Coin flip?
I wish there was a tier between coin flip and solid, almost just for Aurelion. But I would say,
Yeah, I'd put him at the top of coin flip.
Top of coin flip? I'm okay with that.
Top of coin flip.
All right, top of coin flip. Okay. Cool. Azir, 2 tries. You do have your soldiers. Soldiers are not bad. It's really hard to kite though with the soldiers.
Yeah.
It's really hard to kite the camps. Yep. And you don't get a shield because you're never hitting a champion with your E. So if they made it so his E gave him a shield on like big jungle monsters, maybe I could see an argument to keep him from not norms.
Yeah. Okay, but so I would say for now, norms.
Keep it norms?
Or maybe even the bottom of norms.
Bottom of norm? Okay, yeah. I'm okay with that. All right, time. Bard, 3 tries. You are prejudiced with...
Why aren't you playing this?
God, yeah, no. I would say coin flip at best, because it's Bard. Bard is...
I'd put him...
He's a coin flip champion. That's why you play him.
Yeah. Yep. No, I'd say if you're amazing at Bard, I'd put him at the top of coin flip. If you're bad at Bard, maybe probably keep him in norms.
That's fair. Okay, good. We're still right on time. Damn. All right, Blitzcrank was 2 tries. Really good once you get level 6 because you have that extra static damage that procs consistently on your autos. I ended up using my R to clear some camps because the cooldown is so low.
Disgusting cooldown. Disgusting ganks.
Yeah, the ganks with W, like Hex Flash W.
WQ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say it's solid.
Yeah, he's a solid jungler.
Same reasons as Alistair.
Yeah.
Brand, first try. Why aren't we playing this?
Yeah.
Brand jungle is nasty. The true % health damage on the camps is just disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's our first why aren't you playing this.
Yep.
Good. At least we're in agreement on that. All right, good. Also, I think Underdog. I think Braum should be in. Why are you playing this? I legitimately think Braum.
I would agree.
Because the thing is, I built him tank for the video. I remember that I built him tank for the video.
Yeah.
But it was still like so
you don't have
good.
to.
Yeah. Like it just felt good.
Honestly, I could definitely see a really strong, bruiser Braum.
Yeah.
Jungle and that'd be good.
Braum?
I was thinking still like a bomby item, but maybe.
Okay. All right. Caitlyn was a first try. You don't get headshots on camps though, except for.
But you do have all the extra brush.
You do have the brush. That's true. Would you say top of coin?
Bottom of solid.
Bottom of
solid.
Okay. All right. I think that's fair.
Just because with your ultimate, you can just point and click from the jungle, and you're helping out a lane.
You know what? That's fair. Camille was a 2 try. You got a ton of true damage on that Q. You're always going to be hitting that true Q. Good ganks with.
And then when you hit 6, you get easy lockdown.
That's like one of the best gank tools in the game. All right, I think.
Yeah.
Top of solid.
Top of solid.
Top of solid. Okay. Oh goodness. Okay. Cassio was a first try. Poison on camps. If you're able to secure your blue buff, your camp clear is smooth. Super easy. With that being said, is very prone to ganks, invades.
Yeah. Yep.
Would you say probably under ASOL on coin flip?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, under ASOL. Also, these are in no order unless we say top or bottom, and we'll reorganize them a little at the end. Okay, who's next? Cho'Gath. I love Cho'Gath. He was a 2 try, but he still felt really freaking good because I just like playing Cho'Gath. Plus,
he's quite viable as well.
Especially with Predator just running into a lane and nomming on
someone. Yep. I told you.
It's fun, right?
Yeah, no, it's so good.
Would you say probably
it's solid,
above
mid-solid,
above Alistair?
Yeah, yep. That's a
Okay.
good spot.
Okay, above Alistair. Corki, he was a first try. You get your package gank at 6 minutes. His clear
Yeah,
is kind of weird because with the Gatling and
kind of
whatnot,
wonky,
you gotta
but
like you kind of
angle
don't
and
kite in
whatever.
camps. But
Yeah.
I mean, with the W, it's not bad. His gank potential is kind of ass though. I would say he's below Bard on coin flip.
Yeah.
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 There we go. Darius, first try. Darius bleed on camps ever since they did that. Kind of nasty.
Yeah.
I would
Yep.
say
The
he's
super buff.
probably right around Alistair Cho'Gath level, maybe above Blitzcrank or above Alistair.
Above Blitzcrank. Above Blitzcrank.
Above Blitz. Okay.
Alistair actually.
Above Alistair. Okay, but below
Yep.
Cho'Gath or above Cho'Gath.
Yep.
Maybe above Cho'Gath.
Above Cho. It's kind of a toss up. You
Okay.
could go either way.
Okay. Diana. She is
Diana.
a really good jungler. She is.
Yep.
And they just buffed her a couple patches
Again.
back. So I would say above Braum, below Brand.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
Yep.
We're staying pretty much right on time here. What do we got? Draven. He was the first try. You have all the time in the world to catch your axes. You just gotta hope you don't get invaded.
Yep.
Good gank with WE. With that being said, I don't think it's as good as Caitlyn. Maybe it is.
Yeah, I would put it just below Caitlyn.
Below Caitlyn?
Yeah.
Would you think it's below or above though? Because
Well,
at least
okay, so it could be a toss up, but so I guess it kind of depends on how good you are at Draven. So
That's
if you
fair. For that
catch
reason,
all your
for
axes
that reason, I'm gonna put it below.
and land your ultimate to nab kills, you could scale really fast. But
I'm pretty sure
for really safe and easy, go Caitlyn.
Yeah. All right, this one we took an extra 15 seconds on Draven,
Mundo.
but I think we can both meet
Mundo.
agreements.
Yep. Easy done.
Yeah, easy done. No, don't even need to talk about Mundo. So good,
No.
so much.
Mundo
fun.
goes where he pleases.
Especially with his new E.
Yeah.
Echo, he was a 2-try. He is a jungler. I'm thinking he's kind of right around Diana level. Kind of depends on how good you are at Echo, though.
I'd put him below Braum.
Below Braum, really?
Yeah.
But above Mundo?
Above Mundo.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I'm okay with that. Ezreal, he was a first try, strangely enough. The Q cooldown on camps is pretty nice. The thing is, you don't have as much gold income, and your tier stats are going to be slower.
Also, your W doesn't do anything.
And also, your W doesn't do anything except against Dragon.
Yeah, but no, it's not bad.
Probably right around Corki.
You get. What's up?
Right around Corki, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Maybe above Corki.
Above Corki? Below Bard?
Yep. Below Bard.
Okay, below Bard. At least Bard's spells are all helpful.
Yep.
All right. Fiora was a first try. The ganks are really telegraphed, is my problem with Fiora.
Yeah.
The ganks are really telegraphed. I would say it is better than Caitlyn, worse than Blitzcrank.
Yes.
Yeah, because at least with Blitzcrank, they're not gonna expect when you hex flash WQ it.
Actually, I'd put her below Caitlyn.
Below Caitlyn? Really?
Below Caitlyn.
I guess it depends on team comp, but I kind of see where you're going.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's fair. Fizz was a first try, and I know you're.
Why aren't you playing this?
You love Fizz. I was gonna say top of solid because ever since
that's fair. I'd actually put her.
I would say
like on a
tanky Fizz.
Yeah. I'd put Fizz actually below Camille.
Below Camille. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if they bring back Tank Fizz, I would say he'd be right around Echo.
If they bring back Tank Fizz, he'd be better than Brand.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting take. Okay, I'm down. Galio.
I think Fizz is gross.
Galio was a 4-try. Galio in the current game state, he doesn't provide enough to the jungle. It's very sad. You do have your art gank with, and it's really nice, and you scale well for team fights, but you are really reliant on your team.
It really depends on your team comp and whether or not you're playing with friends. So I would almost put him in norms or just above norms.
I was gonna say above Ezreal in coin flip.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, above Ezreal, but he has the potential to be. I think it's really just based on the current game state.
I would say if you have a solid team, you could go all the way up to maybe like a solid jungler.
Okay. I think that's fair. Right. We got GP, who was a first try jungle. Honestly, with the barrel resets and the true damage,
solid,
super fun to jungle with. The thing is, you don't have as much of your gold income, except for Krugs. So with that, he does fall down a tier. He does need to be in the top lane for more gold income, in my opinion. But with that being said, I still think I think he's as solid as Draven.
Sure, yeah, I'd agree.
Especially because he can reset and do a ton of true damage and burn down dragon objectives early. Actually, no, I think I might put him above Blitzcrank.
All right.
Well, if you're not as good on GP, I'd say below Blitzcrank. Above Caitlyn.
Yep.
Okay.
A lot of this is a little bit subjective to skill level as well.
Absolutely. That is very true. Garen was the first try.
Just a little disclaimer. Yep, good.
Push Q, run at them. Solid. I'd say he's right around Darius level. Yeah?
I'd put him below Cho'Gath.
Below Cho'Gath?
Mm-hmm. Just because of Darius and actually, yeah, put him above Cho'Gath.
Above Cho? Alright, I was gonna say
because his passive stays up.
These two meatheads belong next to each other.
Yeah, they do.
Alright. Gnar. Oh my god, that on-hit Gnar where I got that first really good shorts clip. Oh.
Yeah, that was excellent.
With Gale Force, and I'm gonna say, I would say right here. I would say right here.
Fine. Yeah, that's fine.
That's about right?
Yeah. No, it was pretty tasty. On hit Gale Force Gnar. Crazy.
Oh god, it was so much fun. Gwen. I don't know where to put Gwen. I don't know how good is Gwen right now.
I'd put her below Draven or maybe above Draven.
Right around Fiora tier. I think she's
you could actually make an argument that you could put her actually below Cassiopeia. I would put her somewhere in there.
Below Cassiopeia. Maybe top of coin flip?
Sure, top of coin flip.
Okay. Alright, I think that's fair. Heimerdinger. He was first try.
Why aren't you playing this?
Well, I think especially with the if your turret gets charged up and you E, you instantly clear a blue buff or a red buff, or at least you really chunk it. So his camp clear is not bad. You can obviously use your turrets to kite the camp and do separate.
You have solid team fight pressure because you're Heimerdinger.
Mm-hmm.
You have solid split push because you're Heimerdinger. Just make sure that you are trying to close out the game.
I would say with that, he's right around Gangplank level. As if you know how to Heimer, you can Heimer. I would say below Blitzcrank just because you don't have as good of gank pressure.
You could argue that he's below Gangplank, honestly.
Okay, I was gonna say it's a skill level, but people are probably gonna be better at Heimer than they will at Gangplank.
That's true. That is true.
All right. Let's see. Alawi is next. Alawi, she was a 2-try.
Tentacle lady.
If you don't be an idiot like me and you actually stand to get your tentacles for a good start of the jungle, I think it's okay.
Yeah, I'd put her top of coin flip, maybe, or just below Cassio.
I'd say below Cassio. I would say below Aatrox.
Okay, yeah, that's
fine. I would say below Aatrox because she doesn't have a ganking tool. Her gank tool is I push E and I make them run under their turret.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh god, fucking Irelia. You do keep your stacks on camps. It was a 2-try.
You do.
You keep your stacks on camps. Maybe
you can duel the enemy jungler as well. So
you can if you have some minions to reset off of if you're fighting them near that.
Yeah. Yep.
Above Fiora, below Caitlyn, maybe, or above Caitlyn.
Below Fiora.
Below Fiora.
Below Fiora.
I would say it ranges from below Fiora to above Camille if you're a god Irelia.
Yeah, I would agree.
I would say that she's just a solid pick, but if you're that good at Irelia, why aren't you just playing her in a lane?
Why aren't you playing her mid lane? Yeah.
Why aren't you playing her? Yeah, mid or top or fucking ace.
Yep.
I don't know what people do nowadays in Challenger.
Yep,
Challenger's freaking weird. They have Janna top lane. Speaking of Janna, she was a first try jungle, and her camp clear isn't that bad. And she gets invaded by the enemy jungler, and she's like, I'm just running away, and you can go fuck yourself.
Yep.
With that said, I think she fulfills the same role as an Ivern, and I would put Ivern at maybe above Ahri on this list. So I would actually say above Akshan, below Ahri.
Yeah,
I think Jan is a very solid jungler.
Yep, I'd agree.
Solid. Okay, I'm glad we agree on that. Jack's first try right around Diana.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, his secondary role is jungle. Like, if you're queuing, if you're a Jax main, you queue top jungle. Like, and you play Jax.
and then you win the game.
And then you win the game because you're Jax. Yep. Okay. And his gank is just ward hop or
monster.
Do something. Yep. Yeah. No. Push E.
Flash.
Push E,
ward hop E. Yeah. Smack. You're dead. Okay. Next.
Yeah.
What do you say? Yeah.
This was
you had such a bad time.
This is one of the most miserable things that I did. This was one of the most miserable games.
Yep.
If you guys are curious, go rewatch the Jace video and look how much fun I was having. That's all I'm gonna say for the Jace video. Jhin was a first try, but it wasn't that good. Especially when you reload in front of a fucking red buff.
Yeah.
With that being said,
what do you mean?
I think below Ashe.
Yeah.
I think Ashe has more gank pressure. I think the only thing Jhin has is he does have his W to gank with to like catch the enemy off guard. Which it's okay. Yeah. I think Ashe is better. Especially Ashe ult. Yeah. Ashe ult, that creates Ashe ult quite good. That creates pick potential. That's fantastic.
Yeah, you can just do that on cooldown, honestly.
Jinx was a first try. Jinx was a first try.
Probably cut here.
I think Jinx has potential. Especially if you juggle around with Fishbones and AoE on camps. I would say that she isn't as good as Annie. But I would say she has more carry potential than Ashe, but also doesn't have as much better as ganks as Ashe, if that makes sense. I would say maybe below Jhin? Below or above Jhin?
Below Jhin.
Below Jhin? Okay. Actually, below Bard. Bard has way more better ganks and whatnot.
Yep.
Okay. Hey-o, continuation of this. So, we are now solo. Everyone else is busy, but we're going to go ahead and finish up this tier list. So without further ado, let's go ahead and finish up on Kai'Sa. We're at 22 minutes, I guess, right now, or something around there. So let's go. All right, Kai'Sa, she was kind of meh. I'm looking here. She was a first try, but also she's being played a ton in mid lane right now. I was going to say that her camp clear is not that bad, so I'm going to go ahead and put her in coin flip, probably under Ashe, just because she doesn't have that hard gank potential. Anyways, let's see. What do we have next? Kalista. Kalista was 4 tries. It felt really bad. Unless you were very solid at playing Kalista, I'm hovering between I'm in pain and the bottom of keep it in norms, honestly. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm in pain, because that was not a very fun one. Karma was 2 tries, kind of like an Ivern jungle. You can use your Empowered W to heal on camps, which is really nice. Empowered R lets you clear raptors really easily. I think she's pretty okay. You get invaded though. You do have a good gank tool. I would say she's maybe better than probably better than Irelia and Fiora. I think she's better than the Caitlyn, actually. Is she better than... I don't think she's as good as, a Blitzcrank ganking me. So, I'm going to go ahead and put her in solid, right below Blitzcrank. Karthus. Wait. We did not do Karthus. Why is Karthus up here? Karthus, get out of here. We didn't do Karthus. Alright. Kassadin. Do 5 tries Kassadin. I'm in pain. It was really bad. It was not as bad as Jace, though. At least with Kassadin, I felt like I could be useful come later in the game. Katarina. Katarina, first try jungle. Not bad. Especially with all the different weird builds you can have on her. She kind of fits into that kind of any role. So I'm going to go ahead and say, like, maybe... I'm going to say top of coin flip for Katarina, because your ganks are kind of awful. Kale, first try. Scalar. Really does well in jungle. I'm going to say, doesn't have gank tools though, so I'm going to say like, below, well, you're more useful come later. So I'm going to say like above Alistair and Blitzcrank in a solid. Kennen. Kennen was a first try. Surprisingly, very, very good jungler. I was very surprised with how he performed. I'm going to say like, he's like right around where Echo is. He has such a great gank tool with his ult. He can zoom into a lane without like any warning and just pop people. Kled. Kled was a 3 try. Being dismounted on your camp clear sucks. So you're not able really to juggle around that. It's just very sad. You're very prone to invade. However, if you get invaded and you have some help, you're able to very easily turn it around then. That can get you ahead. I'm going to say it's above Anivia, below Alawi and Aatrox, though. I'm going to say it's like right around here, because you do have a great gank with EQ, with R, all that. It can be great gank tools. Kog'Maw, surprisingly well. Don't get invaded. I'm going to say he's right around the same thing as Draven. He's the same problem with Draven. Where it's an ADC of the jungle. That's the problem. An ADC is in the jungle. LeBlanc was 4 tries. I tried AD. I tried AP. It just, none of it felt incredible. Can't clear's way too slow. With that being said, I think it was actually a little bit better than Azir, though. I think it was better than Azir. Okay. Leona. Leona was 3 tries. It's just a tank jungler. That's all it is. I would say it's right around... It's the same reason that you would play Galio jungle. So we're going to put them right next to each other. Maybe just above Galio, simply because she has her ult, which she can just click and point and click. Lissandra was a first try. Good ganks. Very good ganks. I would say she's like above Ahri. Not as good as Camille and Fizz, though. Well, maybe better than Fizz. I think maybe better than Fizz, especially if you gank bot lane, you get a kill, and then your passive like heavily slows the other one. I think it's good. Our first 5 failures. Our first 5 failure was Lucian. None of the games felt that bad, though. It wasn't because of us that we failed. It wasn't. I would like to rewatch those videos now because I'm fairly certain it was not. In any case, I think it's not as good as some of the other ADCs, just because you don't get to abuse people that early unless you're like permaganking, and if you're permaganking, you don't have items to permagank with, unless you're getting really early kills. With that, I'm putting him above Jhin, and I'm going to call it there. Lulu. Lulu was a first try. Lulu jungle was kind of I remember it was very... Oh goodness, it was a very fast game. So it was a very fast game. I want to say it's probably not amazing. I would say well, the thing is you polymorph on entry, so I'm going to say it's above Ashe, below Annie. Because you don't have that much more damage to follow up with. You just got more CC. Lux jungle, surprisingly, didn't go that bad. I liked it more than I did the Katarina jungle. Not as much as Kog'Maw. I'm going to put her at the top of coin flip. I'm putting her at the top of coin flip. Malefito. Push R. Very solid. Rock solid. A. Dumb. Very dumb. I would say better than Kale. Not as good as Shogath. Because you gotta wait for level 6 for your great gank tool. Whereas Shogath, he just pushes Q. Which is really, really good. Malzahar. Another I am in pain. It felt really bad. It was a first try, but I died on my first camp. I died at blue buff. It's not like at least these guys could clear the first buff. He couldn't even do that. He's at the bottom of I'm in pain. He's at the bottom of I'm in pain. Ugh. Maokai, 2 tries, great ganks, incredible ganks. I'm gonna put him way above. I'm gonna put him above Fizz. I'm gonna put him above Fizz because you still have to kind of walk into the lane unless you're hex flashing. Unlike Lysandra, where they see a claw and they're like, "What's that? Oh my God, it's the Lysandra." It's got that kind of shock effect, whereas Maokai doesn't really have that. Even if you're taking Predator, they can still kind of anticipate you're coming in. MF, first try. Camp clear is kind of bad. It's got to be around the other ADCs. All the ADCs are either solids or coin flips. I'm gonna put him coin flip below Lux because you don't really have a good gank besides your E, and that's kind of a shitty gank tool. Mordekaiser jungle is fantastic. I'm gonna put it above Mundo simply because he has better clear than Mundo does. All right, Morgana was 2 tries, easily able to clear camps. Very easily can clear dragon, stuff like that. I'm gonna say great gank tool as well. So I'm gonna put her above Malphite because she has that great gank tool. Is she above or below Cho'Gath though? Cho'Gath has a silence. Morgana has an eternity root. I think they're both really, really obnoxious. I would rather get hit with a Morgana than get knocked up and then silenced, so I can't flash afterwards. At least I can flash after I get out of the prison, maybe, if I'm not already dead. Nami was a first try jungle. Wasn't as good as some of the other picks here, though. So I think it's above the ADCs, below... I think she's better ganks than Karma, not as good as Blitz. I'm going to say Nami's like right around there and solid. Susan, he was a first try. You get 12 stacks on camps. Real good. He's a good boy. You run into lane and you push with her. It's not that hard of a CC. However, I'm going to put it right above here. Just because you scale so freaking hard, dude. You scale so hard. It's so good. I do like Nasus jungle. It's one of my favorite picks here in off meta junglers. Nautilus. CC. Same reason for Braum, except you have a hook. Same reason. You should be playing that. That is a good jungler, especially because they increased his damage to camps on his E. Still max W, because you want the big boy shield. Unless you're going AP for whatever reason. Don't go AP Nautilus. It's not... It's just don't. Nico. Nico was a 5 try. Did not feel good. I was in pain that whole time. However, the ganks are pretty okay. I think she's at the top of I'm in pain. That's where I really think Nico belongs. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe some people can make her work, but her camp clear just is so bad. Like, it's not... I don't know. She doesn't feel like she clears fast at all. Even building for her W, building for her Q, it doesn't matter. Orianna was surprisingly really good. I really, really liked Ori. I'm going to go ahead and put Ori pretty high up here. You don't have a really good gank tool, but I think it's better than Katarina. Yeah, it's better than MF. Not as good as Lux. I think she's, yeah, right there in coin flip. I think that's fair. Ornn. Oh my god, I was so surprised by how well Ornn worked. I was really surprised with how well Ornn worked. You never have to leave your jungle, because the jungle item gives you mana. What is Ornn's problem, which is why he ever goes back to Fountain? Mana. Why are you not playing Ornn jungle? Play more Ornn jungle. It's so freaking good. Okay. Pantheon jungle, that worked really well too. I'm gonna say Pantheon jungle is up here. I think is he better? Yeah, he's better than Mordekaiser. I don't think he's as good as Kennen. Maybe is he as? I'm gonna say he's under Echo. I would rather see a Pantheon jungle on the enemy team than I would see an Echo jungle. Fuck Echo jungle. I hate fighting against Echoes. Poppy jungle. That is completely dependent on how good you are as a Poppy player. But with that being said, she's great. She's a great jungler. She can fill the role of a tank, a role of a bruiser, a role of an assassin sometimes if you're like really, really good. So I'm gonna put her above Susan here. I'm gonna put her below these guys though, because she has to run forward for her CC, whereas throw out CC. It's the same problem with Maokai, but Maokai has way more CC and can really reliably hit all that CC. They murdered my boy. They straight up murdered my boy. I'm so sad Pyke is not good jungler anymore. It wasn't I'm in pain, because I can still clear the camps, but keep it in norms. It's not good anymore. Unless they give him some kind of more damage against camps, your only damage is your autos and your Q. It's so sad. It's so freaking sad, dude. And your Q only hits 1. It's not even pass-through damage anymore. It's so sad. Alright. Kiana, it's being played in LCS. It's being played... Careful, kitty. Watch yourself. He almost hit his head on the side of the desk. Alright. Kiana. Being played in Pro Play. Really good pick. If you know how to play Kiana is the thing. If that's said, I'm going to put it above Nautilus, below Jax. If you can learn Kiana, now is the time. She is so strong in jungle. I would love to see more Kiana players. Whether it be on my team, if you're learning her in norms, or in ranked if you actually know how to play the champion. Because that is a great jungler. I had no idea how to play Kiana, to a degree. Like, I know like her spells and whatnot, but it just felt good. It just felt good. The ganks were solid. The clear was solid. Everything about her was just so good. Plus, you know, pro play. So anyways, Quinn, we had a 1 try. Great ganks. Level 6. So smooth. I'm going to put it above Camille. Because you have a really great CC on entry. You have a good way to engage. You have a good way to, like, force people's flashes. That's real good. Rakan. Super good ganks. Very good ganks. Took 2 tries. I'm going to say he's right around this tier of, like, you have your great CC, but you got to hit it. So I'm going to say he's, like, right here. Under Morgana. Well, no. Hold on. Maybe not that high. Below Heimer. Because his camp clear is a little slower. Is he above Gangplank, though? Yes. Yeah, he's above Gangplank. We're going to say he's above Gangplank. Rel. This is a... So, if you guys look way in, like, the first, like, 5 videos on this channel, when Gwen first came out, we were trying to get a video of her, and we ended up locking in Rel jungle because we're like, oh, whatever, someone will just dodge. Nobody dodged. So we ended up playing Rel jungle, and it worked really well, which actually is kind of the spark of the idea of this entire series, was that video of Rel jungle. Because it's like, oh, well, who else can freaking jungle if a Rel can? So actually, I really enjoyed that video, and she's a solid thing. I'm going to say, with how much CC you have, it's kind of the same as Rakan. I'm going to say it's a little bit worse than Rakan, though. So I'm going to say it's right above Gangplank, again. Maybe below Gangplank. Below Gangplank. Because you still got to know how to play Gangplank. If you know how to play Gangplank, if you're like Solar Baka levels of Gangplank, like, you could be playing it up here with the big boys. Easily. Renata. Renata was a first try. It wasn't incredible, though. It wasn't incredible. I don't know, because you have your shield, you have your CC on your gank. Her ult is so freaking slow, though. I'm gonna say it's like below Lux. I'm gonna say it's below Lux. I would rather have Renata jungle than an Orianna jungle. I'll say that much. Renekton! Oh, you sad, sad boy. You have CC, though, so I'm gonna say you're down here with the ADCs and the other bruisers. You're better than Fiora. Because at least if you get invaded, you will absolutely wreck that enemy. Kitties, can you stop? Hey! Quit. Lord. They're trying to have Fight Club. Riven. First try jungle. I've seen Box do it quite a lot. That man is just a silly person. I don't know. I've seen him play it before. I've seen quite a few people play Riven jungle, but those people know how to play Riven. If you don't know how to play Riven, you're not going to be able to play her jungle any better. So with that, I'm putting her right next to Gangplank, under Gangplank, for the same reasons that you need to know how to play the champion. Rumble. Surprisingly good ganks, especially with R. That R drops on top of them, and they're just sad. They can't respond. They have to, like, flash away or something. That being said, it took 3 tries to get our Rumble game, even with that fact. So I'm going to say it wasn't that good. I could have juggled his overheat a little bit better. I think it's better than Gwen. It's better than you. It's better than you. I think it's better than Lux. Maybe, I think he wins top of coin flip. He wins the top of coin flip right now. No, who am I kidding? He's better than Draven. Better than Aurelia. Right here. He's right there. Right underneath Renekton. Look at all these top laners here. Just chilling together. Alright, we got Rise. I was very sad that Rise was the first try as... No, I was not sad that Rise was the first try. I was sad that I didn't get to fully experience late game Rise in that game. His camp clear, really good. The camp clear was really good. Ganks with 6, not bad. I'm gonna say he's kind of like up near the Blitz and Alistair region. Except you scale, kind of like Kale. But you're not as scaling as Kale. You do damage, but it's going to take you quite a while to get there, it being in jungle. Yeah, I think I'm content with putting him right there in solid. Samira. Samira was 3 tries. ADC. I liked Lucian jungle better than I liked Samira jungle, even though I got the Penta on that Samira game. So it's better than Jhin. It's not as good as Lucian, I think. That's my opinion. Alright. Senna. Senna was 4 tries. Don't play Senna jungle. Don't play Senna jungle. I was in pain because I was playing Senna jungle. At least she can clear her camps really well, and she gets her souls. Not as many souls as if you were in lane, though, that's for sure. So, I'm going to say I'm in pain, because it's not... I would not want to play this in norms. I would not want to play that in norms, at all. Seraphine, 2 tries. I think if you rush Rylai's, you have the same effect as a Lux. So you need a whole item before that, so... I'm going to say she's right below Lux. Right above Renata. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Especially with her R, how fast her R is compared to Renata R, I think Seraphine wins on that regard. Set jungle. I had a lot of comments on set jungle. There were a lot of comments of people like, oh, you should have done this, oh, you should have done that. Hey, guess what? I don't play set. Believe it or not, I'm not that Giga Chad. I don't know. I'm sorry. So, with that being said and out of the way, I think Set has more merit than I would give him. So if it were me placing him, I would place him with the other bruisers. But everyone else thinks, oh, he's so much better. Whatever. So I'm going to put him below Darius and above Garen. I think that's fair. If you think that's unfair, disagree with me down in the comments. Leave a whole thesis on why Set Jungle deserves to be at the top of why aren't you playing this. I would love to read it. I will comment directly on that comment if someone leaves that thesis. Alright, Shen. Shen was first try. Great ganks with 6. Great protection. Great roaming. Like, rotation with the ult. I think did I take Spellbook on him? I don't remember what I took on him, but it was a very interesting game, I remember. So I think it's better. It's probably with these other bruisers, except he is better. I think he's probably right around like Morgana level. I think he's below Morgana. Yeah, I'm gonna say he's below Morgana. Singed. That was a fun game. Singed was a very fun game for a very fun jungler. Not as effective as in lane, I'm certain. But, yeah, you just ran at people. That's all I did. I just ran at people. If you want to just run at people, why aren't you playing Garen? I'm going to put him right below Shed. Above Malphite, because your ganks are much better than Malphite's. Malphite runs in and push Q until he's level 6. Scion! Scion was a fun one. I think it was right around like Maokai level, probably. I think I would rather play Scion jungle than I would play Fizz jungle. I think Scion brings more, especially if you get invaded and they kill you, and they don't get away immediately, you're going to not only kill them and get your buff back, you're going to just clear whatever buffs are around you anyways. Just like dead Scions clear minions sometimes. Sivir, same problem. ADC in the jungle. Keep it in norms, man. Keep it in norms. It's better than LeBlanc. It's better than Aphelios. It's better than Akali. It's probably top of keep it in norms. I think it's in top of keep it in norms. Because you don't have a gank tool. Unlike Corki, you don't have a gank tool. You don't have a gank tool. You can't E into the enemy with, you know? It's just not that good. Sona was 2 tries. Same problems as everyone else here, but you also, your CC is very fast, so it's better than Seraphine's, but it doesn't do as much. So I'm going to put her right in between. You got your little support trio right here. Quad trio if you include Lux in that group. I'm going to put her right there in coin flip. Soraka. First try Soraka. Obviously, why aren't you playing? No. I'm not gonna do that to you guys, but it didn't feel that bad. It didn't feel that bad. I think she's right around like Bard. Actually, wait, no. I'd way rather see a Leona jungle. Maybe she's at the top of keep it in norms. Soraka's at the top of keep it in norms. Let's do that. Swain. Swain was a first try. The legendary Swain gank. Hit us up, Arcona. We're good. Swain gank is godlike. Since they did just recently change Swain as well, so he has more Qs, I think his clear would be even better. It's more mana efficient. You don't have the damage on your passive, which does hurt though. So it's kind of a nerf in that regard. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it's right around like here-ish. Maybe I'd rather see a Singed. I'd rather see a Malphite. Would I rather see a Kale though? Yeah, I'd rather see a Kale. Alright, I think it's above Alistair though. Silas. Silas was the first try. I hate Silas. This can't clear was garbage. If you disagree with me, I'm sorry, you're wrong. It felt really, really bad. Like the same thing as Azir and same whatever. I'm going to put him below LeBlanc. Below LeBlanc. Alright, Syndra. Syndra was 4 tries. Oh, that was painful. That was painful. I think it's above Nico. Above Nico, below Senna. No, above Senna. Yeah, top of I'm in pain. That was rough. Kench boy. Kench was fun. Kench was legitimately fun. I had a good time on that one. So I think Kench, with how strong he is, I say he's better than Set. I say he's better than Nasus. I say he's better than Scion. I don't think he's as good as Maokai, though. I'm going to say he's right here with these other big boys. He's surrounded by those big, burly men. Alright, Talia. You're a jungler. Why are you not down here? There. Talon. Yes, I get it. People were commenting on that video saying, oh, well, he's already a jungler, and because they've changed him with it. I get it. He was not made to be a jungler, though. That was not his primary role of what he was made to do. Therefore, I still played him. He is very good at the jungle. I get it. I don't think he's as good as people say he is unless you're good at Talon. So with that being said, I think he should be in Why Aren't You Playing This? Above Mundo, but below Mord. I would rather see a Mord jungle on my team than I would see a Talon jungle. Because I seen so many Talons just feed. It is redonkulous. Alright, this was probably, besides Ornn, like, my most surprised I've been in Camp Jungle of how well this worked. Same with Gnar. Why aren't you playing Taric jungle? The clear is great. The E ganks, great. The R, oh my god, the R. Taric feels really good. He will kill invaders. I didn't even go lethal tempo that game. And I got, like, big. Taric felt so freaking good. Why are you playing Taric jungle? Play Taric jungle. Learn it. It is phenomenal. Teemo. I see Manko play Teemo jungle pretty often. Manko is hilarious. If you don't know who he is, go and check him out. Manko's fantastic. And he's got a great personality too. Very entertaining guy. Love him to death. With that being said, I think Teemo is probably below the tanky boys. Below Ari. I think he's better than Poppy. Simply because you contribute so much to the team. I think he's above Poppy. Yep. That's where we're going to go. He's solid. He's a solid pick. Thresh. Don't play Thresh. Don't play Thresh jungle. Better than Kali. It's not as good as Sivir. The camp clear is just too sad. Tristana. And look me dead in the eyes. Look me dead in the eyes. If you play Tristana, I don't like you. You're not a good person. Get help. Fuck Tristana. She has fucked up Sonya on my bot lanes. It is ridiculous. And a fed Tristana is so hard to deal with. So hard to deal with. Yes, I know I made a joke about the Tristussy. I know, I get it. I'm sorry. I apologize. That being said, I think she's better than some of the other ADCs. I think, is she the best ADC? No. I don't think she's as good as Akshan. I think she's better. I think she's better than Quinn because you can provide a lot of early pressure with that. Alright, let's do that. That's fine. Right up below Malphite, above Quinn. Or Kale. Above Kale. Tryndamere. A lot of people play Tryndamere jungle. That's another one that people were like, oh, Tryndamere definitely can play jungle. You're not just managing your Fury right. It's like, shut up. I do my best here, okay? I do a damn lot. And for you guys to be criticizing me on my Tryndamere jungle, how dare you? Oh, but you just spin and you push R. That being said, he's still really good at the jungle. I think he's better than Nasus. I'd rather see a Poppy than Tryndamere, though, on my team. So, he's going right under Poppy. Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate jungle. Push R. Free ganks. They don't see it coming. Immediate vision. Build him AD. Very, very good. I didn't do AP jungle Twisted Fate. I did AD. So, with that build, I would say I'm not sure on AP Twisted Fate, but AD Twisted Fate felt better than any of the ADCs. It really did. So I think he's going to be above Janna, but below Nasus. Just because the gank pressure from Wither is so freaking good. Twitch was the first try. Twitch is an amazing jungler. No, Twitch was the third try. Twitch is an okay jungler. But if you're good at Twitch, you're good at Twitch. Twitch is the top of solid. Because if your ganks work out, you are so relevant. If the game goes late, you are so relevant. That's all there is to it. Do your ganks work out on Twitch? If the answer is yes, then by all means, go for it. Urgot was the first try. Urgot's one of my favorite junglers. I would play him more than Diana. I would play him less than Ornn. No, I'd play him more than Ornn. Under Gnar. Urgot jungle, push R to gank the lane and just scoop someone up who's recalling under their tower. Boom. Easy. Easy game, easy life. I don't even want to talk about this one. If you could see the stress I was in that video, congratulations, you won the lottery. Varus was stressful. Vayne was stressful. Better than Callista, better than Senna. Better than Syndra. I'm in pain, man. These ones felt so bad. Veigar. Predator Veigar jungle. The gank pressure is insane. The gank pressure is insane. Why aren't you playing Veigar jungle? Play Veigar jungle. Very, very good. Underrated pick. Vel'Koz. I think I got a little carried on that one. Not gonna lie, I think I got a little carried. I think he's still a better ganker than, like, Fiora in them. I don't think it's as viable as a Rumble. I really don't. Unless your team really needs true damage for some reason, I wouldn't play him. I wouldn't play it again. Yeah, I think that's fair. Vex jungle. Vex was 4 tries when she came out. Since then, they've made some changes to her ratios and her cooldowns and all that. I don't think she's that good for jungle. I think she's just served way better in the mid lane. So I think she's going to be right around where this other mid laner is. I think she's going to be above Ori, though, just because her R could be a fun gank tool. Victor. Victor was 5 fails. I was in pain. The games didn't even feel that bad. But not being able to really stack your Hex Core passive on jungle camps, like, it was so slow. You had to get kills or assists early to upgrade. And until you're upgraded, your camp clear is super slow. So you're really, really banking on getting an early kill and assist just to get your upgrade. So with that, I was in pain. I think I was in less pain, more pain. I was in more pain than when I did Fate Jungle. Poor Victor. They did him a little dirty. However, if he got 5 stacks on large camps, then instead of 1 stack, then I would maybe move him above Vayne. That's my caveat for Victor jungle. Vladimir, 2 tries. Vladimir, don't jungle with him. Don't. Keep it in norms. I'm putting him above Silas just because his... I don't even want to explain Vladimir. Vladimir felt meh at best. But, you know, there's those people who really like Vlad, so there you go. There's your Vlad. Xayah, 2 tries. ADC. ADC in the jungle. Coin flip. Better than Samira, better than Lucian. Not as good as Kai'Sa. Not as good as Kai'Sa. I like how we have just a row of ADCs right here. Just Bard, Jinx. I think that's fair. Zareth was 3 tries. The camp clear, not that bad, especially with the W beam. If you hit him in this, at the very center, it's a really good early damage for your camp clear. Can clear very well. Ganking with R is very fun. Stealing dragons with R is very fun. I would say you do scale quite a good amount, but you don't scale like a Kale or anything. I think he's maybe a little worse than like Rise, maybe worse than Nami. I'm gonna say he's worse than Nami, better than Karma. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Yasuo and Yon. I'm gonna place these two separated, actually. Yasuo was the first try jungle. Yasuo jungle felt good. It did. It honestly did. I love the clear. The clear is always fun. You always feel like you're doing something. You don't really have to put any points in a win wall unless you really want to. Or you want to block the Gromp's auto attacks. Or the enemy jungle is a Nidalee and you need to make sure you can block a spear. You don't have to put your points in until later. Anyways, so I'm going to put him under Lysandra. I think Yasuo is a very solid jungle pick like that. However, Yon... better than Kog'Maw. Better than Kog'Maw. It didn't feel good. It was 3 tries to get that Yon jungle video, and each try just was sad. It was just sad. I don't know, man. I don't know. It didn't feel good. I'm sorry. Yorick was 2 tries. Split push heaven. Literally split push heaven. He's gonna be at the high solid. I don't think he was as good as Yasuo. And less gank pressure than Sion. I think he's above Fizz, though. I'm gonna put him right here. Right below Sion, because you can split push into Oblivion. Oh, hey, look, it's Yuumi. Hold on. Oop. There you go. You get your own tier. Congratulations, you get your own Yuumi tier. Alright, moving on. Zed. Zed was 2 tries. Zed jungle clears super freaking fast. Better than Talon. Better than Mord. If you can play Zed, it's going to be the same thing as Kiana. But if you can't play Zed, it's not. So I'm going to put him kind of right around this area, because these champions here, kind of anyone can play. Anyone can really play Pantheon. Anyone can really play Kennen or Veigar. It's not that hard. Zeri. Zeri was 2 tries. It was not that good, though. She is much better served as an ADC. So it's the same kind of thing as Akshan. She can clear jungle. She can clear it well. She can do it all good. I'm going to say she's below Darius. Just because Darius' bleed passive can clear camps like that. So fast. Ziggs was 5 tries. I was in pain the whole damn time. It was better than Syndra. I think it was worse. It was worse than Victor. It was worse than Victor because I got invaded like a motherfucker. Zillion. Zillion was a first try, and that felt really good. You're just a way more support-like character, so you're kind of like that Ivern level of support. But again, you're relying on your teammates a lot. So I'm gonna say not as good as Lux because you don't have instant CC. You do have your wind down, and you have your ult to support a carry or yourself in the invade. So you can provide some really cool, fun baits. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say he's solid. I'm gonna say he's under Yone, above Kog'Maw, because you provide a hell of a lot with your utility. So I'm gonna say that that's fair. That's fair. He's right there at the bottom of solid. Zoe, she was a first try. I'm glad she was a first try because I don't want to play that anymore ever again. I was struggling throughout that video quite a bit. It was better than Cinder. It was better than Ziggs. It was better than Victor. It was not as good as Vayne. I would rather play Vayne jungle and lose 5 games than play 1 game of Zoe jungle. Seeing either of these on my team, though, I'm just like, oh, very bad jungle. And finally, Zyra. Zyra was 2 tries, able to clear objectives, able to do all that. Very solid pick. She surprised me with how good she was. I'm going to say she's like under Susan. Maybe, yeah, under Susan, above Twisted Fate. Just because her CC is a lot harder to read than Twisted Fate's. And then these are all the people we didn't do. With that being said, I think this is the final tier list. Are there any changes we want to make? Tara could, definitely at the top. Is there any changes we want to make here? I'm thinking things are looking pretty good. I feel like Caitlyn shouldn't be this high. I'm going to put it right down there. Even with the headshots. Actually, no, I'd rather see it than Aurelia jungle. I think that's really the only one, though. Everything else looks pretty clean. Looks pretty solid. Well, there we are. That's our final tier list. Guys, it has been a hell of a journey. I will say, I never want to do that again. Playing, like, all these off-meta junglers, like, yes, it was fun because it was a fun series, but my god, it was so bad at times. It was so bad. Like, playing Malzahar jungle and Jace jungle, I was actively just not having fun. I do appreciate that you guys showed this series a lot of love. It's been a hell of a ride. We are going to be continuing with multiple other series in the future, though. And whenever a new champion does come out, rest be assured, we're going to do another Canna jungle of them. So don't worry. We're still going to be doing Canna jungles when new champs come out. Anyways, as always, thank you guys so very much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Catch our new episodes tomorrow and our brand new series starting on Wednesday. Peace out.
Bring me back to where we started.